Hello viewers of Sounding Board. Yeah, I'm kind of tired. Been a long day. But as we continue, we'll talk about tonight Remco's Mantech Robot Warriors. You don't see whoa Mantech, it's this Mantech. This is a man video and a man toy made by Remco. And with each figure you got a comic. Done, guess who? By Archie Comics. And an ad for Mantech with Drax Terrorizer. And this issue was the beginning. But this guy here for Mantech is Aqua Tech. He had, as far as I can guess, his helmet. Come on. Damn it. They could interchange parts around. That was their gimmick. And everything popped off. And you could interchange them with other guys, and you could also interchange their limbs as well. See? So if you want him to have different color limbs, or you want to basically customize your own figure, you could do it. So we got, for the good guys, we got an Aqua Tech, and I think I've got all his gear because his is color coordinated orange, and it's kind of due to the age of storage, bent out of shape. And then we got a Laser Tech. Huge ass helmets. There it goes. His comes off a little easier, and he has a backpack, as far as I can tell, that can go this way, and a laser gun that could interchange to that. Or if you were bored, you could remove the backpack. That backpack won't come off. Make him Laserhead. And he also had the interchangeable limbs as well. And they each had a certain theme. Let me put them back together. And they had good and bad ones. They all came with 15 interchangeable parts. That's a lot of parts to keep track of over time. And these were made in the 80s. To fill the toy aisle, to fill the void of sci-fi figures that Star Wars was slowly not filling, because Star Wars was coming to an end. And He-Man and fantasy figures were the predominant figures at that time. But let's move these guys over. Since we showed you Laser Tech and Aqua Tech, let's look at the bad guys. And I think this guy here is, I hope I got his parts right, he's Nagatech. Because he has all this stuff, or he might be Terratech. This one here is Doomtech. It's almost like they don't have names, they have code names. And these guys' heads are easier to take off, their helmets. And these guys are like mutants, been experimented on by science. and they have weird Borg-like implants in the back of their heads or around their faces. Maybe these were the inspiration for the Borg, because these are man and machine. As you can see, even he has that. He even has his brain exposed with his skull-like features. He even has a stereo system in his chest, which is kind of funny. And I'm not sure if he had both these, or there was two of these figures at one time when I got this collection. But he has this rocket, this pseudo backpack, which doesn't fit anymore due to being shoved into too many of the wrong plugs, or just put on badly and crooked, so it fits in the smaller holes. This guy here has his laser backpack, and he has the plugs on his shoulders. No, he doesn't have plugs on his shoulders. He has spikes. He has a plug on his chest, and his helmet, which has a plug that plugs in this way. Or you could take it and plug it. No, it doesn't even plug in that way, because it's got this little sub plug. Maybe it plugs this way. No, this one has, this plug's wore out or broken. It's broken. So the plug's broken in half, so it can only fit one way straight. And these guys are the bad guys. These Borg-like guys. And due to the age and play of these figures, their limbs don't stay on as well as they used to. And these guys' helmets are so big, they just fall over. And for some bizarre reason, they gave these guys huge ass helmets, like they're supposed to be robots to compete with the Transformers. So they're the scale of He-Man. They're a little bit bigger than He-Man, actually. They're, I think, about the size of a modern WWF figure. Yep. And yeah, so you can see the proportions. So if you ever came across Mantech, you have John Cena versus Mantech. And they just had these really, really huge, awkward limbs and joints. And these very 80s, quasi 70s heads. Let's see if the helmet fits on, oh, the helmet fits on John Cena. And so you had all these guys in their robot armor, and they'd go into different adventures in your mind, because that was back in the days when people used their imaginations as an avatar to explore different strange new worlds, to seek out new life and new adventures. And these guys would duel each other for conquest of galaxy, for either for just random space adventures, or for elements of space if you wanted. But these figures would annoy me, I guess, since I now have them out and I've been moving them around a little bit trying to stand them up. Their limbs rotate so much, it makes it hard for you to sit there and pose them. And they're like giant Star Wars figures. They only have 5 points of articulation. and no other articulation other than they come apart. Um, Ironically, the best part of his figures is the Archie comic you get with it. But yeah. So did you have Mantech figures for a kid, or did you walk past them in the store and go, oh, these things are fucking stupid? Or did you have a lot of them and played mini space adventures because they looked cooler than Star Wars figures and they were a unique size of space figures to play with out in the backyard in the sandbox? But I'll leave it there. So until next time, this is the Sounding Board signing off.